Top 10 romance anime to look out for. Heads up all you romance anime fans out there, have we got a list for you. This year we've seen quite a few big animes grace our screens. The final season of Attack on Titan, The Promised Neverland Season 2, and Demon Slayer, to name a few. And whilst all of these anime are awesome, they are also quite dark and downbeat. This is where the romance genre comes in, full of love, lightheartedness, and comedy most of the time. There's no better way to pick yourself up than with a romantic anime. So sit back and let us give you the top 10 romantic anime that are up and coming. Number 10. Spectre Season 2. What spells romance more than helping demons sort out their problems whilst trying to discover the mysteries that surround your love interest? That's right, anime lovers. Kotoko and Kuro are back in a whole new season of Spectre, which will hopefully be airing in either the fall of 2021 or winter anime season of 2022. Whilst an official plot hasn't been released yet, we do know that the second season will pick up from the 7th volume of the manga until the 12th volume. And of course, there'll be plenty of romance as Kotoko tries her hardest to get Kuro to return her feelings. This is an anime that binds mystery, isekai, and romantic elements to give fans something new and different. Number 9. A Couple of Cuckoos. Nagi Umino is a young man who has a seemingly normal life. He has his parents and attends a prestigious private high school, where he studies to become the best that he can be. But there's just one small problem. Nagi was mistakenly switched at birth. After finding out that he was switched as a baby, Nagi sets up a meeting with his biological parents to try and get to know them. On his way to the meeting, he runs into Erika Amano, an incredibly high society high school girl who claims that she's on her way to meet her fiancé but doesn't actually want to get married, and so forces Nagi to be her fake boyfriend, which I mean might have worked if Nagi wasn't her soon-to-be fiancé. Oops. As the curtain rises on this romantic comedy of intertwined fates, we can only see what destiny has in store for these two mixed-up kids. The release date hasn't been confirmed yet. However, it won't be until around 2022 before we get to see what happens. Number 8. When will Ayumu make his move? When it comes to the game shogi, no one is better at it than Urushi Yotome. But the only problem is she has no one to play against. So when first-year student Ayumu Tanaka decides to quit the kendo club and join the illegitimate shogi club, Urushi couldn't be happier. As Ayumu's upperclassman, Urushi endeavors to be his shogi mentor and student role model, but often finds herself getting flustered in his presence. Whilst this is good news for Ayumu, as he likes Urushi too, he has made a promise to himself not to confess his feelings for her until he has beaten her at the game of shogi. Through school life and shogi games, the two have lots of hilarious and heartwarming adventures. But with Urushi beating Ayumu at every shogi game they play, will Ayumu ever get the chance to confess? We'll just have to wait until 2022 to see. Kind of a problem here. If you guys don't like this video, Senpai won't notice me. Oh, phew. Thanks for clicking like. I'm sure he'll look at me now. Number 7. Date Alive 4 Season 4. Date Alive is back with its 4th season and is set to be released in October 2021. Who else can't wait? Unfortunately, whilst an official plot hasn't been released for the 4th season yet, it's pretty easy to guess that it will be based off at least the next 5 volumes of the light novels, as the first 3 seasons adapted up to volume 13. We don't want to give too much away to those who haven't read the light novels, but we can say that we expect to be meeting the 9th and 10th spirits, who Shido will have to try and work his charms on, along with the return of familiar faces and the revelation of what Shido's true intentions are. Either way, fans are probably super eager to see just what's in store for their favorite characters. Number 6. Beastars Season 2. Season 1 of Netflix's original anime, Beastars, was widely praised for its beautiful CG animation, intricate world building, and dynamic characters, which addressed very human problems, but just with anthropomorphic animals instead of people. But with many questions left unanswered, fans will be glad to hear that Season 2 is on its way for 2021. Based on the conclusion of Season 1, we can expect further development in Haru and Legoshi's relationship, as they try to figure out how exactly, if at all, they would navigate the world together. It's not every day you see a wolf and a bunny together after all. The trailer also shows us that Louis the Deer will be back to complicate things, but most intriguing of all is the fact that we might finally find out who is behind the murder of Tem, the alpaca, and what it is they want. For a romantic anime, this sure does have a lot of mystery surrounding it, and we just can't wait to find out all the answers. Number 5. Uzaki-Chan Wants to Hang Out Season 2. Our favorite silver-haired midget is coming back. Although an official release date hasn't been given yet, Season 2 has already been greenlit for production. We last left Hana Uzaki and Shinichi Sakurai as they got drunk and slept on the same futon together. But what can we expect from Season 2? Well, much like the release date, there isn't an official plot of Season 2. I think it's safe to say that there will be plenty of hilarious situations which the two get mixed up in. But unlike Season 1, Season 2 will most likely focus on the more romantic relationship between the two characters, as they finally start to admit that there might be something more than friendship between them. Whilst Uzaki-Chan wants to hang out, might just be another rom-com at its core, the character dynamics are some of the best in recent years, which keep fans coming back for more. Number 4. Science Fell in Love, So I Tried to Prove It Season 2. Manga writer Alfred Yamamoto's series Science Fell in Love, So I Tried to Prove It was a big hit with its Season 1 anime adaptation, so much so that a second season has been greenlit for production and is expected to be released sometime in 2022. No plot for the second season has been released yet, as there aren't enough manga chapters at the moment to create a complete synopsis, hence why the second season isn't airing until 2022. However, seeing as Shinya and Ayame had yet to finish their experiment to see if the complicated emotion of love could be figured out using math and science, it might be a safe bet to say that we can expect more crazy schemes as they try to crack the ultimate emotion. Whilst we can't really say much about this season yet, due to the lack of information, we can say that we can't wait to find out what happens next. Number 3. Rent-a-Girlfriend Season 2. Reiji Miyajima's romantic comedy manga series, Rent-a-Girlfriend, was a massive hit with its first season anime adaptation, so it's no surprise that a second season has been announced for release sometime in 2022. An official plot synopsis hasn't been released yet. However, seeing as the first season didn't stray too far from the first 6 volumes of the manga, and with another 19 volumes left to adapt from, we can probably assume that the second season will stick quite close to the source material as well. As the first season came to an end, we saw Kazuya's ex-girlfriend Mimi confront Chizuru about the authenticity of her and Kazuya's relationship, along with an almost confession from Kazuya, stating he wanted Chizuru to be his real girlfriend. Given that they were left with this love triangle between the characters, we can probably assume Season 2 will take a closer look at the development of all 3 characters' relationships, as well as giving more opportunities for their true romantic feelings to push through. Who knew that renting a girlfriend could get so complicated? Number 2. My Next Life as a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom, Season 2. If you're a lover of a reverse harem anime, then My Next Life as a Villainess is definitely for you. Not only is it an anime full of cute boys after the heroine, but it's actually full of heartwarming messages and hilarious situations that the main character, Katarina, manages to get herself into as she tries to keep from meeting her doom. The trailer for the second season starts on a high note as we see Katarina celebrating the fact that she has managed to survive her doom flags despite being the game's supposed villainess. Despite her initial success though, she has opened herself up to harm in new ways, as all of her friends, boys and girls, have fallen in love with her. With so many suitors after her, can Katarina survive her new doom flags, as well as the broken hearts she's bound to leave in her wake? Before we unveil our number 1 up-and-coming romantic anime, don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up to date with new videos from Anime Dive X. Number 1. Kaguya-Sama, Love is War, Season 3. Finally, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Will Season 3 of Kaguya-Sama, Love is War, finally see Kaguya, Shinomiya, and Miyuki Shirogane confess their love for one another? For the past 2 seasons of the anime, the 2 main characters, Kaguya and Miyuki, have been dancing around each other, too prideful to be the one to confess. However, Season 3 might finally see the end of this dance, as the plot focuses more on the relationship between the 2. Whilst we don't know the exact plot of this season at the moment, it is expected to cover what remains of Volume 10 of the manga, which hopefully includes a confession which sees Kaguya and Miyuki finally end up together. And if you ask me, it's about time. Well, that's the end of our list. We hope you enjoyed it and are just as excited for these new romantic anime as we are. Let us know what romantic anime you are looking forward to in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons so that you don't miss out on any new videos from Anime Dive X.